Hi everybody, EB here. Welcome to today's video. Today's video is entitled Warframe for Fucking Idiots. So this is the standard go-to Warframe guide for all those clueless, feckless and absolutely fucking useless casual Warframe players. So you've downloaded, installed Warframe, made a free-to-play account because it's 100% free to play. You don't have to spend a penny on the game at all. You then launch the game, you log in and select whether to play the standard introductory quest mission or the Davari Paradox. It doesn't really matter which one you select, it's your choice. You fool your way through it, you haven't got a fucking clue what you're doing or where you're going. You then complete the second introductory tutorial called Warframe, and the game dumps you back on the ship. You're now at the point, well, I've done all that, now what the fuck do I do? You've unlocked all these modules here, you've got no fucking clue what you're doing or where you're supposed to be going. That's exactly what this series is for, to help you, the casual new player to Warframe. So this series is firmly and squarely aimed at the fucking idiot in Warframe. So we've got a few rules for this series. Rule number 1. Do not go and watch other YouTubers or Twitch streamers videos or live streams and take what they say as gospel, because it's all bollocks. You'll hear a massive array of opinions as to how bad the game is, what DE, which is Digital Extremes, the game publisher, have got wrong, how there's a lack of content at end game, how players are bored grinding for this, grinding for that. Forget all that shit. This is the most beautiful, awesome, free-to-play game for casual players ever made. Ever. Which is a pretty tall statement, but I stand by it. Right? So what do you need to know in simple, basic English? Well, number 1, you need to learn how to control your Warframe. So you need to be able to jog in simulator, you need to be able to sprint, you need to be able to slide, you need to be able to jump, and you need to be able to bullet jump. How do we do that, Ebes? Dead easy. Sit on your fucking gaming chair, go into a mission and practice the fucker. Dead easy. Right, rule number, is it 2 or 3? Can't remember. The dementia's kicking in. The next thing you need to learn is all Warframes come with 4 inbuilt abilities. You need to get used to them from day 1. When you first start out at low level, you will only have access to skill number 1. Maximum level is level 30, and as you level up and go through these levels, you'll unlock new skills. That's for a later video. For now, what you need to do is go to your arsenal and press X to activate it. That's this thing here. You need to select your Warframe and left click abilities. This will now explain to you what your first ability does. So, Mag stuns enemies as she manifests a magnetic vortex. The vortex pulls in polarized shards and stunned enemies to place them directly in front of her. Get used to using these skills, because these skills are the difference between an amazing experience and a shit one. So the next thing you're going to do is, I'm assuming you're playing this game on PC, but of course it's now cross multi-platform. You need to press escape on the PC, go to options and go to customize key bindings. You then need to scroll down to your ability A section, which is marked with a number 1, which means if you press number 1 on the keyboard, it will use that skill. and you need to apply the most convenient button to use that skill whenever you want to, be that a key on the keyboard or a button on your mouse. I've got it set on the mouse because it's fucking convenient. Okay, so at this point, that is all you need to know. Don't be bombarding me with questions underneath of it. Oh, what about syndicates? What about doing fishing mission runs? What about... Fuck off! You don't need to know or get bogged down with any of that shit, because it's all about you having a great time in Warframe, be that solo, with friends, or just running public groups. It's your fucking choice. So, what's the next thing we need to do? Okay, so you've got your weapons all equipped, you've got your Warframe, you're ready to go out there and kick a little ass. Well, not quite yet, because the next thing you need to remember to do on a regular basis is come to your arsenal, press the X key, and for every one of your items, you need to go to upgrade, actions, and then left click, auto install, and the game will automatically make your Warframe and your weapons as powerful as they possibly can be in DE's opinion. It's going to make your Warframe and your kit a fuck ton more powerful than you running around with none of this shit on. Okay? So you need to do that at least every 2 or 3 missions, because these things here are called mods, and every time you do missions or whatever activities you're doing in the game, you're going to pick new ones of these up. So therefore, you always want to make sure your weapons and your Warframe is as powerful as it possibly can be. So do that on a frighteningly regular basis. So, what's your goal for this first video? Very simple. Forget about rushing through the star chart. The star chart is fucking vast. And if you listen to every other YouTuber and Twitch streamer, they'll tell you you need to rush through all the planets, complete all the nodes as quickly as possible. Well, let me tell you from personal experience, they can all, each and every one of them, fuck right off with pleasure. Because you as a casual fucking idiot have no need or requirement to do that. You want to enjoy your game. So your starter planet is Earth, and we are going to enjoy the pants out of Earth before we fucking well do anything else. There's more than enough shit for us to be doing on Earth. Forget rushing through the star chart. So, every planet contains a series of nodes. If you've completed the node, it will be white. If you haven't, it will be flashing blue saying, hey, excuse me, come and fucking do me. So, when you very first log into the game and you've completed the tutorial missions, you will need to complete E Prime, Mariana, and Mantle. That's all you need to worry about. Now, these missions are all different types. They're not all the same. They all have different objectives. The first 2 are extermination missions. Dead straightforward. All you've got to do is go in the mission, wipe every fucker out. When the dot turns green, extract. This is a really important tip. If you don't extract, you don't get all your rewards. So don't get the green dot on your screen and log out the game, because you'll have achieved fuck all. Alright? The last mission, which is Mantle, is a capture, where you've got to go in, capture a target, get the fuck out. If you can do that, that will then grant you access to the first open world on Earth called Cetus. This is going to be the subject of another video, but nevertheless, if you can make your way to Cetus, then in the next video I'll cover what you need to do on Cetus, why you need to do it, and then it's your choice which path you want to follow, because it's not for me to dictate what you should and shouldn't do. However, if you do the stuff that I've told you to do so far, you will already be on your way to enjoying the absolute pants out of this free to play game. Whether you play it solo, with friends, or in public groups, doesn't matter. You'll love it to bits. It's free to play. It doesn't care how often you log in. If you can log in every day, again, even if you're not going to play it, I recommend that, because you will get free rewards from the game every day just for logging in. But again, that's your choice. You can either do it or choose not to do it. That's your business. Fuck all to do with me. I hope this guide's really helped you. Please rate, comment, subscribe, thumb the videos up or down. I will see you for another wicked fucking Warframe educational video for idiots.